for you this lesson from Unity of the Keys Spiritual Center. And so, the 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity by Edwene Gaines. We have been reviewing, diving into this little book that is so rich with examples and suggestions for creating lives more abundantly, whatever or however that might outpicture for you. The subtitle of the book is A Simple Guide to Unlimited Abundance. Well, who wouldn't want that? You can pick up your own copy or audiobook via several online options. It's a worthy and very small investment. So we've delved into Edwene's first 3 spiritual laws: tithing, goal setting, and forgiveness. And this morning we have the delight to explore together finding our divine purpose. Now, I have picked up this powerful little book many times over the years, and I would leaf through it, and I would think to myself often, why isn't finding our divine purpose the first chapter? I mean, wouldn't everything flow from that place? After all, when we define our divine purpose, we're really framing our life with meaning. And we're providing signposts and parameters for negotiating the lives that we are leading, helping us to choose and to make decisions wisely. And I remind myself each time, it's also not something that you can jump into cold without doing inner work, without preparing yourself for some serious reflection and discernment. So Edwene has wisely, very wisely, placed this spiritual law last, giving us time to best work through the first 3 spiritual laws and make them part of our being, part of our way of living and loving out loud. So last week I said something about inner work that I've said many times before, and I'm going to repeat it again today. When we do our inner work, our outer world changes. When we do our inner work, our outer world changes. It is the only way that our outer world changes. Any conflict or chaos, division, any upset that we see and experience out there, this only changes by doing the work that is ours to do within. And isn't that wonderful news? We actually have the power, you and I, to affect true change. And that change begins always within us. It's always an inside job. Now, I trust that Edwene needed us to first look at those 3 spiritual laws before we were ready to dig deeper. And she begins this segment of her book by first discussing the importance of commitment. Edwene shares one of her favorite quotes, that courage is the commitment to begin without any guarantee of success. She emphasizes the power of the spoken word, verbalizing your commitment. Edwene tells us that by verbalizing our commitment, we're automatically creating our own support team. The energy that we create by speaking aloud our commitment, by holding that intention, and then speaking it aloud with faith and conviction, that draws to us people, ideas, coincidences, and synchronicity of events. And each one of these say to us, oh yes, I'm here to support you with that commitment. I am here to be with you. So you draw your team towards you. The power of the spoken word moves your team, whether they are near or far away. They are drawn by the significant power of your intention. Like draws like. Energy of the same vibration resonates with other energies, pulling strength and force together in alignment and in order. So when I was in seminary, we completed 2 full semesters focused entirely on developing and putting into words our personal credo. Now, a credo is a statement of belief. That seems easy enough. We had 2 full semesters, and then we had to present it to a team. And recently I looked back over my classwork, and I was not surprised at all to see how much my credo changed from the first session to the second session. Because we are always changing. To change is to grow, and to grow is to change. We are always refining and reimagining our role in the world. We are hopefully always evolving and advancing. It doesn't make what we believed or what we did yesterday wrong. It simply makes it yesterday's belief, not today's. When we turn to the Gospel of John, we find in the 14th chapter, the 12th verse, "Most assuredly, I say to you, he who believes in me, the works that I do, he will do also. And greater works than these will he do." And greater works than these. That applies to every one of us. Yes, we have a divine purpose. Those are the greater works that Jesus spoke of, and we may not have thought about them in those specific terms, but that does not change the truth of the Christ consciousness which resides within us. We are here to do more than be born, become adults, do adult type things, retire, and die. We are here to realize, to recognize, and to claim and to express our divine nature. And we do this, you and I, like no one else can. Edwene reminds us that every single one of us has some special gift, some special interest, or a special talent, some special way of impacting this world so that it becomes a better place for everyone. And as we consider our divine purpose, we first look at the world around us, at our day-to-day world, that which is in our immediate vicinity. Look at what jumps out to you as needing a transformation. What needs fixing or repairing? What gives your heart a lift? What might even sound like fun when you think about truly becoming involved and making a positive difference? Look around you. Look at the needs in your community, wherever you live. There are many needs. And when thinking about those needs and getting truly involved, what makes your heart sing? So many of you are already involved in transforming our community at large. You know, Susan volunteers at the SPCA. She promotes animal adoptions, giving loving care and helping to connect those who are open and ready for a wonderful pet companion, changing the life both of the dog or the cat or the bunny rabbit and the person adopting. Susan also gives of her time to the SOS Foundation Food Pantry. Phil volunteers at Queer Keys, providing support for members of the local LGBTQ community. Jonathan is active at the Sailing Center, which provides free sailing lessons to women and children. Think about the measure of confidence that those women and children gain from those experiences, the fun, the sense of accomplishment. Larry and Robin both volunteer with children in the school system. Larry reads with elementary school children, I think, and Robin serves as a mentor to high school students. Imagine the differences they are making in the lives of those they touch. Suzanne and Sherry are both active in the arts locally. Justin and Jean help an older woman who lives near them, and Justin has led the Course in Miracles group for years. Kathy beautifies the Peace Garden with new flowers, bringing color and life to the entry of our church home. She's also part of Zonta and loves interviewing young women for the annual scholarships that Zonta provides. Deborah is active in New Mexico. She has volunteered to help take care of horses there, which she also did in Key West. And she is lending her divine love and wisdom to a new unity group in her area. Sally gives of her time and talent by putting together our visitor packets and birthday cards and preparing the daily words that we give away to the community. She's also one of our garden and office angels. Now, this is not an all-inclusive list. There are too many to mention. What did you come to Earth to do? Now remember, joy is your magnet and joy is your guide. For your divine purpose is not to sacrifice, to struggle, to give up anything. It is to bring your joy. It is to bring yourself, your authentic self, that self with a capital S, into this earthly experience. To bring the divine that you are to the human condition. To alleviate pain where you can, to give relief, to enrich the lives of those around you. Now, some of you may ask, do we have to do this? Well, you could commit to tithing regularly, creating and following through with goal setting, and practice the spiritual laws of forgiveness consistently. Those are all wonderful, wonderful endeavors and builders of our inner divinity and ways that we express the divine. And you could choose not to give time and attention to finding and living your divine purpose. I suppose you could do that, and there might be people who do, limiting their good, preventing their heart from soaring in response to living their divine purpose out loud. Perhaps they do not feel worthy. They don't believe that they have a divine purpose, or maybe they don't feel capable, or they have anything of worth to give to others, or maybe they're unable to receive. But why would we want to limit ourselves like that? So we ask ourselves, what do we need to heal to allow ourselves to receive the pure joy of living authentically, to living fully, and to living joyfully? Well, we always need steps. And Edwene's book gives us several directions to help us guide us through this process. And Edwene has several questions that she suggests that we act ourselves. And you can find those questions listed in your spotlight. What one issue seems more important to you? What would be the perfect solution to this challenge? Ask yourself, can I visualize it and see it clearly in my mind's eye? Can I write a description of what it would look like if the transformative work were complete and perfect? What do I need to know, to have, or to be in order to begin? Is it time to go back to school, to read books, to study with experts, or learn the realities of the problems from those who have gone before me? Is it time to do research or investigate? What is my first step, and how soon am I going to take it? Am I willing to do what it takes? Will I commit to staying the course, working in integrity, and standing alone in my mission if necessary? The simple question is, what did you come to Earth to do? Remember, we are not here simply to work hard, pay taxes, retire, and die. We are here on this planet to discover and then to wholeheartedly demonstrate our own divinity through our filters and our personalities, our gifts, our talents, and our treasures. What work do you need to do to express your divinity more fully? We each have within us an inner guidance system. Some call it GPS. God's positioning system, or God, people, and self. And unlike the GPS on our phone or our car, this guidance never takes us on unnecessary detours. We know we can trust this guidance, most especially when with it we feel joy. You are responding to the yearning of your soul, that which perhaps you've never placed first in your mind, in your life, or in your decision making. Maybe you want to follow your divine purpose and find your true joys, but you're not ready to make a large, dramatic, selfless gesture like joining the Peace Corps or adopting a child. That's okay for now. It might be okay forever. Maybe you want to make candles. If making candles brings you joy, do that. You will be shown a way to get those candles into the hands of those who will love and appreciate them. The candles will bring them joy as well as being an expression of your creativity. Maybe you will hold classes to show others, to teach them how they can create their own. Perhaps you will find ways to gift them with a meaningful and powerful statement. We don't have to choose something serious or lofty. It does not have to be huge and require great personal sacrifice. It simply needs to bring you joy, to be an expression of your divinity, and to help you fulfill your divine purpose. And there might not be one forever and forever divine purpose for you, because it's all about choices, recognizing unlimited opportunities, and allowing your soul's yearning, your soul's natural desire to be your guiding light. They don't teach us that in school. Envision that now for a moment. The light within you, the light in your heart, and the light in your mind. And imagine that being that which guides you to your divine purpose. That light in your heart, that light in your mind. Now, there might be a tie between those two things, your mind and your heart. Your soul's desire always gets the deciding vote. Then decree it. Give it a voice. Allow your spoken word, speaking it aloud with faith and conviction, to draw to you people and ideas and coincidences and synchronicities. Allow your spoken word to work its magic. You are here to be the magnificence that you already are. Never doubt that. You are here to express into this world that which you possess within you. A unique, unrepeatable, precious, and powerful light of love. Accept it with joy and allow your soul's yearning to be set free. And so it is. Breathe that in, and so it is this day and always, always.